These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Watson now to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first down throw. Watson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
95.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, first down Packers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
I'm going to come back to you. Further. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He'll find his tight end. Seals Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Hatchet. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up for signal.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check 26.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, alert.
Jim.
They go play action with Wilson. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 0.
Check three.
Good.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught by Bryant. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
54. Watch the run. 55. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure. Diving for the end zone. And the ball's knocked out. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Jack Doyle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Wilson to throw again. Bryant has it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Undercut. Move the team. Switch.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. The catch made by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert.
Wilson will throw again. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. He's coming.
Wilson now throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. Check the backer.
36 power.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. 14. Got it.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Watson on first down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the default. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Watson now, going to throw again. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to air it out deep for Green, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards, first down, Packers. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 36, 36. Hey, 0.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mike, 315. Mike, 5-4. Check. Check 24. Check 24.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
yards. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Now Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson, he's got the hook up to Miller. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Mostert. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check 50, check 50.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check. Safe. Shift. Watch the shift. SOS.
They run with Hines. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 15. Incomplete. He was covered by Trey Williams.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 9, check 9. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
This is Mostert. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
52's the mark, boys.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 17, Watson eluding the pressure right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Watson gets this one to Hill. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now Watson, and a catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Here's Lindsey. Muscles him off. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
We're set. 19. 54. All day, just like that.
After the interception, here's Watson. Finding Green complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Slings this deep from the... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in.